What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today I've got not one but two different knives from a brand new company here making a debut in the channel. This brand is called OdenWolf, and we got a wolf there in the logo, as you can see. I got two blades here to check out and share with you guys. They send these in for me to check out and to share my feedback with you all. We're going to go ahead and get right into it here. We're going to go into this first one. We got some paperwork, a wiping cloth, silica gel, and here is the knife. Let's see what we're dealing with. And I have heard some great things about this brand coming from some other big channels. So let's see if it's all true here. So first things first, I mean, come on. This one it feels like the work. It definitely feels pretty premium. All the way around, we have a Kydex sheath with many different mounting options and holes all throughout for endless possibilities as far as carry options. And even, so we got the strap here, right, for carry, and then we have a very universal mounting here. So you could configure this one in whatever way you like, right? You can mount it for horizontal carry or vertical carry. So that's already looking pretty good. We even have a buckle here for the knife. That's a little additional touch. You don't see that all that much these days, so that's looking pretty good there. Let's take a look, and here we go. Let's take the knife out, and here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I can't think of the model name right off the top of my head right now this second, but I do know we're checking out two different variants of the same knife. So this one has a full flat grind. It is a D2 steel, and it basically has, is it a straight back? More or less a straight back blade. We also have a very, I want to say FRN scales, but they definitely feel a little bit more rubbery. We are getting good grip here. So future me, slap that material on the screen. Now, what's interesting about these is they don't have any hardware, so there's no way to take out the handle on this one. It looks to be one solid handle going on. You do get a little bit of the tang here. I'm assuming this one is a full tang construction, but I will double check. Sometimes companies cut some corners and maybe they didn't make it full tang. It's definitely a lot harder to know if the handle is not something you can take apart. So that's some food for thought right there. I'll definitely put some details on the screen, but one thing's for sure though, the ergos, man, the ergos are really nice on these. This little curvature right here, perfect for the index finger. All other fingers follow suit, right? Also very grippy. Like, if I haven't already said that, I'm sure I have. Very grippy. That knife is not going anywhere. We are locked and loaded, ready to go. And you do have quite a substantial blade, right? For all my people who are always like, Miguel, where the big knives at? We want the big knives. Well, listen, they got you covered right here. Look no further. So this is a very cool model right here, all blacked out, right? Stonewashed, blacked out blade here, D2 steel. Let's check out the other model, right? Should be a variant of this one. And then we will be doing some size comparisons, of course, some cutting tests. So we got paperwork, wiping cloth, right, silica gel. Check that out here. Same deal. I mean, again, these sheaths feel pretty premium. You even have a drain hole right over here, right? I don't know that the camera wants to focus, but right there. And some good protection for your knife for sure. Undo that buckle there, and ooh, look at this one, guys. Oh man, so yeah, we got a couple of things going on. Let me give it a wipe first, right? And then we're gonna break it down. So we have a satin finish, right? First of all, very elegant, very premium looking satin finish to it. But this one is not a flat grind, right? For all my knife nerds out there, this is a SCANDI grind. So we have pretty much a very thick blade all the way down up until right here. And then you get a V shape right there, right? So check that out. That one's going to be a thicker, right? Thicker blade, a little bit of a stronger blade. So if you're doing some woodworking, cutting, chopping some wood or what have you, this one will definitely be more of a fit for that. If you're doing more fine cutting, right, then this one obviously is going to be the better slicer, the full flat grind. So full flat grind, you start at this thickness, but the moment you move further down, you start getting thinner and thinner all the way to the very edge. Here, you remain thick, or the blade remains thick all the way till right there. So definitely this one's going to be the more hardcore, right, wood chopper, you know, situation. Not necessarily the best slicer, but the more heavier duty, longer lasting one. But I was like, listen, send me both of them. I want to experience both. I want to gather some feedback. I'm going to do a review on the channel here later on. So that way we can see, right, gather some more feedback over some period of time. But yeah, we're talking about quite the knife there, ladies and gentlemen. Got some size to it, right? Trying to fit them both on the screen so we can showcase a few more fixed blades here. Starting with some of the smaller EDC fixed blades that I own, there's the Kizer Smolt. You can see the shear size difference there. Here's another one of my all-time favorites, the Vosteed Mink, which is a little bit larger, but again, nowhere even close to the ballpark on these other guys. I mean, it's very clear. These are very outside, outdoors capable fixed blades. That's exactly where they excel at. That is the environment that they are meant for. So unless you work on like a farm or you're doing a lot of outdoorsy stuff on a daily basis, you know, maybe something a little bit shorter might be a better fit for you. I know it is for me, but you know, still wanted to obviously showcase it, share here in the channel, given there's so many of you guys that have different tastes, that like different sizes of blades and whatnot. A little bit more on the medium side of things, we got the LynxGear, right? This one's a very affordable D2 blade. We have the Tenable Luccio, which is a bolt design. That one is a little bit larger, but again, not necessarily anywhere near close. You still get way more cutting path with these OdenWolf models right there. And last but not least, here the some of the bigger EDC fixed blades that I own. That's the Kizer. That is the Kizer Ursa Major, and this is the Fintiso Nazar right there. By the way, that would have been pretty ugly if that had landed on my foot, but it was in the sheath, and yeah, it definitely did not come anywhere near close. Like a butterfinger sometimes. So yeah, the Nazar, I guess, comes the closest. You still get more cutting path on the OdenWolf model there, but you know, just kind of giving you a ballpark. You probably own some big fixed blades of your own. I do have content on all these knives here on the channel if you guys want to learn more, and of course you'll find them all linked down below in the description as well if you want to check them out. But of course, you already know we're going to get scientific with it here. I'm going to start with the flat grind because I know it's going to be the better slicer here. So full flat grind piece of paper. I mean, come on. You, of course, know it's going to cut out without an issue. It's not even going to taper off or anything because we have so much cutting path on a blade like that. Switching over to the SCANDI grind. I mean, it's still going to slice your good old piece of paper. It shows as well. So don't underestimate it in one bit. So still got a fine, very sharp V right there, right? And that's SCANDI, if you will. And then as far as cutting some cardboard, we're going to cut a diagonal angle here for better performance. Single wall piece of cardboard. I mean, yeah, that's what these things are for. So they're going to go through the cardboard. You're not going to taper off or anything. It's also very comfortable on hand, right? Very good. Even my baby hands. I mean, they're right at home here. If you have bigger hands, obviously, right, the handle is going to be very comfortable for you as well. Switching over to the SCANDI grind on this other piece of cardboard. Let's see if I notice a difference. I mean, I will say on the initial bite, the flat grind definitely performs, but once it wedges its way in, it's still going to slice regardless. So there you guys have it, right? Let me know in the comments below which one do you think cuts the best. For me, it will be the full flat grind, even though obviously the SCANDI has its own specific purpose, right? More heavy duty, can take more of an impact and stuff like that. But you all let me know. But let me go ahead and give you guys some measurements. I mean, these should be pretty much on point there with one another. We're looking at an overall length of 9.5 inches on the dot, 4.75 on the blade, 4.75 on the cutting path, and that handle is going to be 4.75. Yes, for like maybe 4.6, 4.65. All right. Now, in case you are wondering, yes, you are going to get a quick blade stock thickness on the flat grind is 0.12, which is the average in the handle. Thickness on the handle and the thickest portion is 0.83, which makes sense why it feels like it feels the hand so well. It's nice and rounded, right? Very comfortable. And I know obviously the handle is the same on this one, but let's see if it's any thicker. Still 0.12. So even the Scandi, right, is going to be a 0.12 thickness. There you go. And as far as weight, I mean, I'm willing to bet obviously there's more material on the Scandi one over the flat grind. So the flat grind one is going to come in at 5 ounces on the dot, or 141 grams, or 5 ounces. Scandi is going to be 5.8 ounces. So it's a little bit, almost a full ounce, but not quite. 5.8 or 164 grams, right? That would be the weight difference there. And I know somebody's going to be like, wait a second, Miguel, you did not weight them with the sheath. You know, you're not carrying them on yourself without the sheath. So what's the deal? All right, I got you. I got you. No worries. Here we go. Scandi here with the sheath, right? The whole package, 8.6 ounces or 244 grams. All right. So, and then the flat grind here with the whole sheath situation. It makes sense why they put this additional buckle right here, because it doesn't clip in place like some other Kydex sheath do. But there we go. That's not going anywhere once it's clipped. And we got 7.8 ounces on the full flat grind, sheath and everything, full package, which translates to 220 grams. So some very even, you know, figures as far as weight goes, as you can see. But I mean, clearly you are carrying a very capable full fixed blade, right? This is not a tiny little tool. I mean, you definitely have good old piece of knife, right? Kind of like Crocodile Dundee. That's not a knife. This is a knife right here. Check out the knife I'm talking about. Yeah, guys.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
Let me know your thoughts on it. Obviously, my accent sucks, so don't mind that. Lame as can be. But what are your thoughts on these? What do you like about them? What do you love about them? Is there anything you dislike about them? Let me know, and let's hang out in the comment section down below. We'll definitely love to hear what you guys think about it. Again, these are all linked down below, so you guys can check out prices, availability, and variants. These should be very, very affordable. From what I saw, a really good value for the money, no doubt. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.